So what I have here, got the cakes done. They are nice and cool now. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to take one of these, I'm going to set it aside for later so I can actually have some real cake. And we're going to take this one and I'm going to use this to make the recipe. So we just take this, I'm going to flip it over, bang on it a few times, and it's out. Okay, so we've got just one nice cooled yellow cake. Okay, so now what we need to do is to take this and simply just cut this into kind of 1-inch cubes. And you can go smaller if you want. It just helps to kind of get it dry. The smaller obviously it is, the faster it's going to dry. So I'm just eyeballing this. As it dries out, it'll start to kind of crumble anyways, so it's not too big of a deal if you do cut it smaller. Okay, so now all we need to do is take our cake cubes, and just kind of get them separated and laid out onto our dehydrator sheets. And it's okay if you take some of the bigger ones and just kind of break them up right now. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we've done. We've got our cake cubes kind of smushed and crumbled up a little bit more onto our dehydrator sheet, and you can see that for the dehydrator sheet, let me put that one aside, you can see that I'm using the fruit roll trays, and that's just because if you use the grates or even worse, just the bare dehydrator rack, your cake crumbles are just going to fall right through. So you can see we just grab a handful of this and just kind of get it spread out. And so I made 2 rounds, like you saw, 2 cake rounds. I'm saving one to make cake, and so just one cake round made 2 full racks on the dehydrator. And I just want to show you, so we've got the dehydrator set right now to about 145 degrees. Really, I don't think it matters. It's kind of a bread, so you know, we could set it down all the way low or all the way high. In fact, you could probably even just leave it on your counter for a few days and it would probably dehydrate. Since it's bread, it's going to dehydrate pretty quickly. I think in the past I've done this and it's just been a couple hours and it's totally dehydrated. So I'm going to let this do its job, and we'll take a peek in a little bit when it's done. Okay, so it's been a little bit of time. Hopefully you guys can see me, but it's been a little while. I had to go to work for a day, came back. Well, my clothes are different now, but I wanted to show you. This only took a couple hours to get this to this kind of crumbly consistency. Let me bring this over here. To this kind of crumbly consistency, and that's going to come back great. So all we have to do then, little Ziploc bag. Take these, and you could vacuum seal this if you wanted to, but just for demonstration, I'm just going to show you guys here. So just take a little bit, throw it in your bag. Feeling like this is going to taste good. I'm going to get a little more in there. So we've got just the yellow cake. Oops. Excuse me. We got the yellow cake in here now. Now what's cake without a little bit of frosting, right? So what I like to do is get whatever sprinkles you have on hand. I got some lovely Christmas sprinkles here. But what I'm going to do actually is just take a little bit of sprinkles. Hopefully you can see it in there. Maybe like a tablespoon or so of sprinkles. And put them on in the bag. And we can seal this up. And that's ready to go on the trail. And so that on the trail, all we have to do, dump very little, not much at all, just very, very little water. You might want to practice at home with your first batch to kind of get an idea of how much water to put in there. And this stuff will just soak it right up. And boiling water too, by the way. and the sprinkles will melt and add some sweetness to this, kind of like frosting would. So my water just beeped in the microwave. I cheated a little bit and used the microwave. And so I'm going to get that, we'll pour some in here and take a look. And so, like I said, it doesn't take much at all, so I'm just going to pour just a little bit in. And that already might have just been too much, but we'll see. You can see all that sprinkles mixing in there, getting nasty green looking now. It's nice if you've got one solid color like a blue or green or something sprinkles, just so it doesn't look so nasty. But some of these bigger pieces, if this has been in your pack for a while, all those big pieces will break up and it'll rehydrate a little quicker, but I'm just trying to get those big chunks that were in there now in the water. But the stuff comes together so quick, and as gross, honestly, as this looks right now, it's going to taste really good. It's going to taste just like fresh cake. It really is amazing. So I'm going to let this sit in this hot water for just a second. It's pretty much already done. These bigger pieces just need to soak up a little bit. So I'm going to let this sit for just a minute, and we'll come back for the official taste test. Alright, so this is the official taste test here. In the Ziploc bag here, I'm going to rip it open just a little bit, get a little easier access. It's turned to kind of a cake mush, which is to be expected. But it kind of turns into, rather than just kind of fresh cake, I don't know if you can kind of see that in there. The sprinkles I used maybe were not the best choice for coloring, but they'll add sweetness to it like frosting would. But it's kind of a mushy, crumbly cake that's still warm because of the warm water we used. It really, the first time I tried this I was amazed. It really tastes like fresh cake, really, really moist fresh cake. And makes for a really fast, easy, delicious dessert on the trail. Or at home. That's really good. So hopefully that was a fun little tip for you guys. Super fun, quick project, kids can help. Hopefully that works out for you guys. So take it easy, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.